proud to say that we finally came back to Japan after all this time and after all our experience with basho and haiku poems and all that stuff. And now we're looking at Japanese proverbs. And as we know, they say, wise men make proverbs. The example is, let's see, one proverb says, soon ripe, soon rotten. It's a proverb attributed to Lao Tzu. Adversity makes strange bedfellows, attributed to Sun Tzu. Now, a good proverb is something like, return good for bad evil. We actually have the words here. Now, here's a famous one. The pot calling the kettle black. That one is attributed to Mencius. See, they're not all Japanese, but I'm just looking at the introduction here. All right. Here's one that's interesting. The tailor's wife is worse clad. Is that true, dear? Like sometimes the contractor's house is the least fixed up, or the tailor's wife's got the worst clothing.
Oh yeah, that's.
He's tired of working.
In Greece also.
Oh, they say it?
Mm-hmm.
Here's a nice one here. It says,
the good man never has wood for his own house.
Yeah, the woodman has no wood for his own house.
He sells.
Yeah, he sells it all. Here's a nice one. On occasions when tempers flare, a soothing word or friendly gesture may help to diffuse the situation. Good words cool more than cold water. Here is the Japanese. Here's one, a classic one. As long as one is willing to talk things over, one will avoid creating enemies. It takes two to quarrel. Here we go. A quarrel without an opponent is impossible. Since it takes two parties for a quarrel dispute to arise, one should avoid them simply by not becoming party to them in the first place. It takes two to make a quarrel. Love brings forth love. Love begets love. Love is the reward of love. It's true in Japan as well, right?
Not always. You see how the poet was alone and cried about losing her lover.
Love does
they
much.
Talk about the different love now.
Weird.
They talk a bit about being loving to everyone.
To meet is to part. Every parting is a little death. Meeting is the beginning of parting. Interesting. When we read about, if we're going to go switch and read Ada Ilawa, there's something at the beginning is the end. Meeting is the beginning of parting. This proverb is firmly rooted in the Buddhist belief in the immutability and transience of life. In this fleeting world, nothing is constant. Sooner or later, the converging roads that cause us to encounter others on our journey through life will inevitably part away. To meet is to part. Every parting is a little death. The deer of fall are drawn by the flute. In former days, hunters would use a special flute, or rather horn, that imitated the mating calls of stags to attract and kill a doe. Those who are susceptible to the lure of love are vulnerable and easy to exploit, like moths to the flame. So they're like moths to the flame.
Who is like most afraid?
A bad wife, oh God. A bad wife is a poor harvest for 60 years. God, I could attest to that. When one makes the mistake of marrying an unkind woman, one will suffer the consequences for the rest of one's life. Bad wife is the shipwreck of a house. Oh my God. It's right there in Japanese. I'm not sure what those letters are above it. You know, I don't know. I know so little of Japanese. But a very good answer to my question. I was thinking how my whole life was ruined. 60 years. Goodness. That's true. You shouldn't get a bad wife, Dara. What do you know as a woman?
Or the same applies to the other side.
Yeah, evil runs 1,000 ri. Okay, a ri is an ancient Chinese measure of distance. It's 0.3 miles. Evil runs 1,000. With time, it came to note the distance one can walk in an hour. Evil spreads fast. Bad news has wings. Ill news unsent by never comes too late. Ill news comes apace. Ill-gotten gains do not become one's own. Interesting.
Why don't you just read some haiku instead of all those?
Haiku. Well, I can read the nice ones.
That's not nice.
You don't like them?
Mm-mm.
But they're wise things.
We know them already.
Look at this one here. A strong enemy will make a strong friend. Those who are capable of having power to do great
I mean, somebody is strong.
are also able to do much good.
So, from enemy, if you turn him to friend, you have
A strong person is just a strong person.
certainly.
Don't you find this interesting? All right, well, we sampled and she shot it down. Women tend to shut down proverbs. That's my proverb.
We know those moral
You women always know everything and men don't. She knows everything and the man tend not to know anything. Oh, it's cute, they got all these little proverbs on the cover. The end of money is the end of love. Do you feel that that's true with us? If I run out of money, our love is over.
If we run out of money, we're not going to live anymore.
Love me little, love me long. Evil spreads fast. Early bird catches the worm. Ill-gotten goods seldom prosper. Love lives in cottages as well as in courts. Oh, it's cute. Pigs will fly. I'm just reading the cover. Poverty is a stranger to industry. Every man to his trade. All is fair in love and war. Well, we were reading a sample here. We wanted to test it out here. Beautiful.
Read some haiku.
I don't have haiku. I have reading Japanese proverbs. I read. You must read whatever you got and can't have what you don't have.
You can find them on the internet.
You have to live with what you have is my proverb. And read what you have. I don't. You can't search for other things.
The other day you
Don't long for other things.
a haiku from a woman poet.
Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Everything comes to him who waits. Old men for counsel, young men for war. Look at that. Many a little makes a mickle. What's a mickle? Many a little makes a mickle.
Something big.
I'm going to read it in private because I like it.